Hello. Welcome to my channel. Today we are gonna look at Reddit confessions. Enjoy. When I was younger, I tried to hack my little brother's Wii and I accidentally bricked it. I felt so bad that I immediately went and bought another with the little money I had. Later I swapped the serial number sticker on the Wiz and put the bricked one back in the box and returned it to the store. The lady at the customer service desk opened it and looked at it very suspiciously. She even checked the serial number on the sticker to see if it matched the box. Thank God I thought of switching the stickers. I can't imagine what would have happened if she saw the sticker was different. I probably would have been arrested. She kept asking why I was returning it. I said I bought it for someone's day party, but he already had one. Eventually, she took it and gave me the money back. I make copies of other people's keys for personal use. Whenever anyone lets me borrow a key, usually to their house in order to pet it, the first thing I do is go to Walmart and make a copy of that key for personal use after they ask for it back. I never break into houses and steal anything, other than food or maybe alcohol, but I love the feeling of being able to effortlessly enter a place I know I don't belong without anyone's knowledge. I have keys to multiple people's houses and a couple of buildings, garages from my old job. I overcharged over 5,000 people. Back in high school, I used to work the concession stand. In my school, the booth was a little folding table where I would sell water, pop and chips. To anyone that was a visiting team I would charge $25, 50 more on the items they wanted to buy, and I would keep it. I ended up making somewhere around $3,000 doing this for my high school career, and no one ever found out because I didn't charge anyone from the home team the same amount. I am accidentally my son's ghostwriter. My 6th grade son had a school assignment last semester to write a poem. He was struggling as he's not the least bit interested. Since I was a child I had always wanted to be a writer. I spent 5 minutes and wrote a quick, dumb to me, poem for him to turn in. Unbeknownst to me, his teacher submitted it to a poetry contest which he won, and it's now going to be published in the middle school's anthology. I thought I was a pretty good dad until I was tested. My son threw a snowball at me and I instinctively blocked it with my daughter. The look of betrayal on her snow-covered face has haunted my dreams for years. I added Tabasco to Wendy's chili and used it to get second place in a chili cook-off. The title basically says it all. This wasn't a professional organized competition. There was some BMX event with a couple of hundred people and they always have a chili cook-off. I'm not much for cooking so I thought it would be funny to throw a bunch of Wendy's chili in a crockpot and see if anyone noticed. They didn't. I've been a vegetarian for roughly 12 years so this was a long time ago. I've stolen hundreds of dollars worth of water just by saying 5 words. My college has a food court in one of the main buildings. Chick-fil-A, sandwich place, salad bar, etc. You get your food and pay at the exit. Every single time I've eaten lunch there since I was a freshman, I grab a bottle of water with my meal, walk up to pay, and say, "I brought the water in." The employees aren't paid enough to care, and I pay enough in tuition to not feel bad about it. I gave my friend a fatal dose of heroin and it still haunts me. I did time in jail, I went to therapy, and I sought forgiveness from her family. I worked on myself. I went to rehab. I'm now 6 years sober. I warned the youth about the dangers of drugs. But I still remember that night vividly. Her birthday is coming up and that's when the guilt intensifies. I've thought about suicide before. I took a life and I was a worthless piece of shit so I deserved to die. I know I didn't cause her addiction. It's possible she would have overdosed without my help. But it doesn't matter because in this reality, I was the one who did it. And I will never not feel guilty about it. I pretended I was selling something on Craigslist and got 2 strangers to meet awkwardly. Light. Years ago I made a new email address and got 2 potential buyers for a PlayStation that I was pretending to sell. I confirmed the date and time with both of them. Decided on the mall near a certain store. I asked what they'd be wearing so I could find them. I gave them each other's description for myself, and then went and hung out. One walked up to the other. You could tell there was immediate confusion. They started arguing over who had what. You could see them get pissed once they realized what happened and wasted their time. They both stormed off on their phones. Sure enough, I got angry emails from both of them lol. I feel kind of bad about it, but it was a funny interaction to witness. I intentionally ask women well above the legal age limit alcohol to show me their ID. I work as a cashier at a grocery store. Whenever a middle-aged woman, who clearly looks older than 21, purchases alcohol from me, I intentionally ask them to show me their ID. I do this because somewhere deep down I feel that, if I ask them for their ID it creates an impression that they look far younger than they are. I do this every chance I get, regardless of how busy the line is, in hopes of making them feel younger and possibly happier. I canceled my boss's birthday party at the last minute. No regrets. I called the restaurant my boss was supposed to have her birthday party at and canceled it because she let me go without any notice. I was an employee at this company for 10 years and brought in a ton of business for this woman. Never had one smudge or blemish on my record. FCKU, Kathy, I hope your birthday was miserable. When I was a kid, I tried to poison my entire family. I'm the middle child and one day I just got fed up because I felt like nobody would take my side. My parents favored my siblings most of the time so I took the little black bottle at the back of the cupboard, which I thought was poison because it was small and black. I know, I'm stupid, and fucking poured it all over the mushroom soup for dinner. I was smirking all throughout dinner waiting for them to start choking. Turns out it was just vanilla extract. At the age of 7, I tied up my neighbor of my age to a chair until she said she loved me. I was basically a piece of shit younger. And this just hit me today like a MF train. I feel so bad. What happened is that I was with my neighbor home, both 7, and we used to kiss each other whenever we were in private. One time, she told me she loved somebody in her class. What I did was tie her to a chair, and told her that she couldn't get out after she said she loved me. This lasted for like 25 minutes at most, and after that I released her. Stealing tips. When I was a kid my aunt would tell me to get the money that those people forgot on the table at restaurants so I would because I thought it was normal to take the money and now I feel really bad and always tip extra. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more content.